So, in this video, we're going to take a look at what Opportunity Matrix can do for you and how it does it. You've probably already read that it's a decision-making tool, and it's all about working out which opportunities are going to give you the best answers to what I call the two big business questions. How much do we want to do this, and will we make any money at it? And the way it does this is to plot the opportunities on a nice 2x2 grid using two dimensions, passion and profit. Based on criteria that you set, the ones that are relevant to your specific circumstances, the analysis engine plots your opportunities on the graph against those two dimensions. And they correspond to the two big questions. Passion being how much you want to do it, and profit being about the practical side of things, whether it's actually going to work. See, over the years, I've seen many sound businesses fail to achieve their full potential because the people running them just weren't excited about them. And we've all seen really passionate people, people who live and breathe their big idea, who crash and burn because it just wasn't really viable, or at least not the way they were trying to do it. So Opportunity Matrix forces you to really examine both aspects of an opportunity. Does it turn you on, and will it really work? And the detail of how it works is you set your own criteria for what's important to you based on your specific circumstances. And that gives you a score for each of the dimensions, attraction and viability. So we start with the attraction spreadsheet. So how much do you want to do it? And quite a complicated algorithm converts your scores into a rating for the passion axis on the chart. And that's the vertical axis. And the sort of things we might use here for the criteria might be stuff like, can I work from home? Does it involve getting out and meeting people? Depending on your preferences, that might be a plus or a minus, of course. Does it have an ethical fit with our values? Are we going to look really cool to be making a living doing this? Things like that. The exact criteria you make up for yourself. This is about the right opportunities for you, don't forget. And then we move on to the viability spreadsheet, and we do pretty much the same thing, only here we're looking at the practical considerations. So what sort of margin can we achieve? How much money will it take to get started? How quickly can we turn it into cash? And again, the criteria are ours, the ones that make a real difference to your individual situation. And it's only here that we actually look at how much money it might make. So that's represented by the size of the balls in the final chart. It doesn't affect their position. It's a third dimension, if you like, separate to the others. And I've added what I think is a nice touch. You make your estimates of both short-term revenues and longer-term revenues, what it might be doing when it's really got off the ground. And that allows you to take either a longer or a shorter-term view, again, according to what's going to be right for you. So back to the grid. Here's what the output might look like, and it's divided into four main quadrants. High passion and high profit, well, that's the ones we're after, and I call those just flip into it. There's no reason really to hold back, unless they're not going to make enough money, unless the ball's not big enough. High passion and low profit, well, those are what I call your pie in the sky ideas. They'll be great fun to do, but they maybe need a bit of work to make them really achievable. Low passion and high profit, well, those down here I call bread and butter. They're dead easy to make money out of. You may be even doing it. You're already earning a crust doing them, but you're kind of bored with them. But here's the thing, bread and butter work can be very useful to keep the dream alive, to provide the funds to develop those pie in the sky ideas into JFDIs. And you know what? In my experience, when it's not forever, a lot of people manage to remember what it was they used to like about the bread and butter work. Because generally nobody gets good at something that they hated right from the start. So they probably used to enjoy it once. And the final quadrant, of course, low passion, low profit, well, we'll park those on the back burner, and we won't spend any time on those right now because, well, we'll keep them to one side until we either work out how to like them and make money out of them, or preferably both, or maybe we'll come across somebody else who can do that, and we'll do a joint venture or license the idea or something. The important thing is they aren't going to take up any headspace or time or resources right now. And there's some other nice stuff, like the ability to see where the ratings came from, which elements make the biggest difference if we could tweak them a bit, and also the opportunity to look at the short-term or long-term or both together to see all those situations together. But I think that's enough for now. And of course, the great thing about Opportunity Matrix is once you have your copy of the matrix and once you've started using it, because it's based on an Excel spreadsheet, you get to use it over and over again, either as perhaps an annual strategy review or even every time a new opportunity pops up. Clients find that once they've done the initial work, it doesn't take much at all to just score up a new opportunity and to see how it sits alongside the existing things they're working on. So if you want to get a clearer picture of your existing opportunities, to stop wasting time on stuff that's just not going to get you and your business where you want to go, and to get a much better ROI on new projects, then just go to www.opportunitymatrix.com. Sorry, that's www.opportunity-matrix.com and take a look at the options to get going with this.